this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Wolverines' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll leave it with him. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing. Guys, let's take a second here and talk Delaware. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season. You see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Pucks it out of the air. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Going to swing it on second down. Floating away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker. It's Little. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
What a play by the quarterback there on a critical fourth down. He's able to extend the play, scramble, keep his focus downfield, find the open target, and they move the chains.
Gives it on the option. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Delaware. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. first down. Sets up the screen. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Wants to go up top on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
It'll be third and long. Motion from the wideout. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. He now has 53 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to get the corner. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
He leaves it with his back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Fires to the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Blue Hens!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Gossett. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Dances away to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Yeah, but how about these short yardage situations? Having a weapon like this, a quarterback that can run the football, he only needed a few. He knew that. Good patience, scrambles around, gets the first down, gets just enough.
Fires to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Bringing the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I think when you got that kind of wheels and you got that kind of speed at the quarterback spot, you can get at anything. And a lot of times he makes big plays. Nice job by the defense, not giving up, keep chasing, and they get the huge sack on that play.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. They'll run it on the counter. Still running at the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Blue Hens, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They make the tackle after he gets two down to the 25. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And when I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Blue Hens in the hurry-up. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Delaware. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. There are some programs where just imposing their will physically in the running game is part of the DNA. I would say that is exemplified here at Michigan.
No doubt about it, Reese. So you better answer it. You know this isn't about trick 'em. This isn't about space. This is about me lining up in front of you. You know what's coming. Stop it. That's a tough day at the office for a lot of schools across the country.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
He breaks a tackle.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Soft spot in the middle. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Belly stutter. 42 spider. 4-2 spider.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Michigan! Oh, that may be it, and then rolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gives it on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They'll go right back to it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Spins away from the defender. He's stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be fourth. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the first down.
You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Rushes on him. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On the run, deep down the right side.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down.
3:25.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hicks. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll try to get outside. At the 35, he's open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Handoff to the lone back. Breaks into the open. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On the run, it's Isaac. Hard running there. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Isaac. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. He'll bring it out. It's Gossett. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Blue Hens will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gossett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on! He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Hicks. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. He wants to throw it. There he goes. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it.
Touchdown, Michigan! And here they come almost all the way back.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
To a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get it, get the 1st down.
Man, did they catch him.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Going to try to get it himself. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Blue Hens will hustle to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's one as a quarterback. You throw in the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Blue Hens will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Delaware.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Toss sweep to the right. Breaks into the open. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll try the run. Past the first down marker and still running. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Turning it on. Oh, better look out. Touchdown, Blue Hens. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll give it to the back. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to power their way ahead. At the 35, he's loose. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. They'll immediately call timeout. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set out.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Delaware.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gossett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Michigan offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah.
Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Blue Hens. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Gossett. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make a connection.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
To the air on second down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw again. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. It can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.